Welcome to this tutorial on how to install Kerkstoel twin walls. Soon after their introduction, Kerkstoel twin walls became recognized as a true revolution in the construction of residential and industrial buildings. Kerkstoel Comfort Walls further build upon these innovations as they provide an integrated insulation solution. In this tutorial, we will show you step by step how to correctly install Kerkstoel twin walls. This will be done in 4 parts: preparation, delivery, installation and finishing of the walls. In this video we also highlight some specific aspects of Kerkstoel Comfort Walls that must be taken into account. On this construction site, we're building the basement level of a 3-story building. Make sure that the starter bars in the floor slab are correctly placed. Use steel reinforcement bars for this purpose instead of a reinforcement mesh. Make sure that the base of the twin walls is marked on the floor slab. Put wooden planks in place beforehand to facilitate the alignment of the walls during their installation. Attach them firmly to the floor slab. A metal waterproofing plate is mostly used for waterproofing the joint between the concrete floor slab and the walls. Trace the location of the walls and mark the numbers of the walls on the ground. This information can be found on the drawing. Place 4 adjustment shims at a distance of 50 cm from the end of the wall to eliminate any unevenness in the floor. Level them before the installation of the walls. The horizontal joints underneath the Kerkstoel twin walls must be 3 cm thick unless agreed otherwise. For smooth delivery, make sure that HGV trucks and trailers can be used on your job site without any difficulties. Keep the sharpness of curves and parked cars in mind. Ask for roads to be closed if necessary. Make sure that sufficient standing space is available for the mobile crane if one is to be used. A minimum clearance height of 4 meters is required along access roads. The truck must always be able to stand level when offloading to ensure that the walls are not at risk of toppling over. Kerkstoel twin walls are usually delivered vertically in a trailer. The ground surface must have no more than 25 centimeters unevenness over a length of 6 meters. Make sure that you have all of the personal protection equipment required available when installing the walls. Helmets and safety shoes are essential. Make sure that you have hoisting chains and/or slings available to unload the twin walls. Check in advance that the correct loading capacity is available and that everything has been inspected recently. While working with the crane, the person responsible for unloading must always maintain eye contact with the crane operator. The cables must be long enough to ensure that a minimum angle of 60 degrees is maintained. Three people are required for the installation of Kerkstoel twin walls. Guide the walls slowly into place and avoid contact with walls that are already in place. Bend any interfering starter bars aside where necessary. Line up the element with the markings on the floor slab and place it on the 4 adjustment cams. The joints between the walls themselves must be approximately 1 to 2 centimeters. Use a crowbar to correct the positions of the walls. Secure each element with 2 push-pull props. Threaded sleeves are provided in the walls to attach the props. Secure the other side with bolts in the floor slab. Do not remove the lifting hooks until all the elements have been secured and checked. Joint shuttering or construction foam can be used to seal joints of 100 mm or less. Joint and corner reinforcements must be installed next. After the walls have been installed, the joints can be finished. Horizontal joints must be propped and shuttered where necessary. Special joint formwork profiles can be applied on walls that will remain visible in the building for the vertical joints and in the corners. They provide a smooth finish on the inside. All corners must be reinforced with angle brackets or wooden planks that can be attached with bolts to the outside of the wall. The joint between the insulation of the comfort walls are to be filled on the outside with construction foam sprayed against a shuttering plank or T-profile. This will prevent thermal bridges between the insulation boards. The inner walls must be moistened before concreting for optimum adhesion. Do not pour the concrete faster than 70 centimeters an hour to limit horizontal pressure on the walls. The next phase must only be concreted once the concrete has hardened sufficiently. The maximum permissible concrete pressure is 30 kilonewtons per square meter. The infill concrete must be vibrated at least 60% of the time. This concludes our tutorial for Kerkstoel twin walls. If you have any question about the installation, please get in touch with your contact person at Kerkstoel 2000+, who will gladly assist you.